We're about to blow your mind and piss off a lot of Christians.
All right, let's see it.
Now for context. I know and have a relationship and am one with Yeshua. No, I don't love the Bible. I love Yeshua. 99% of Christians, maybe even 100%, love the Bible. They love Jesus because they don't want to go to hell.
Sounds like a bit of an overestimation. I would ask who conducted these studies, but I know this is just a generalization based on one's own experience, probably mostly on social media.
Psst, hell doesn't exist. Well, we'll get to that.
Well, there's certainly no data that support the existence of hell.
The rapture was added to the Bible in 1835.
So the rapture was never added to the Bible. It's just an innovative interpretation of a series of passages that Charles Nelson Darby came up with starting around 1833.
1684, the Catholic Church removed 14 books from the Bible that they believed weren't necessary.
This is an absolutely laughable falsehood that betrays a marked ignorance of the history of Catholicism and Protestantism, and of which any modicum of research would have immediately disabused you. Catholics did not remove any text from the Bible in 1684 or in any other year. It is Protestants who in the early 1500s decided to take the texts of the Apocrypha and separate them off into their own section. And then in the 19th century, Protestant publishers stopped publishing the Apocrypha with their standard editions of the Bible, and this was primarily the work of the British and Foreign Bible Society and the American Bible Society.
The translations themselves are completely off.
There is a lot that the translations get wrong, but I would love to hear where you think the translations are off.
The word hell never exists. It exists in Greek mythology.
So I'm not sure exactly what the claim is here. The word hell absolutely exists. We're using it. It's an English word, and it does not come to us through Greek mythology. It comes to us through other languages. If you mean the concept of hell doesn't exist, well, it also exists. If you mean it didn't exist in the Bible, then you're partly right. It didn't exist in the Hebrew Bible. It begins to develop within Greco-Roman period Judaism, and then we see at least 3 different conceptualizations of it in the New Testament, but it's not a systematic, consistent conceptual package. That begins to firm up in late antique and medieval Christianity to give us what we understand today as hell. So it's a different conceptual package from what we see in the New Testament, and the conceptual package doesn't seem to be around at all in the Hebrew Bible. And while Greek mythology certainly influenced the development of the concept, it was not just borrowed wholesale from Greek mythology. It actually develops from a kind of negotiation between Greco-Roman period Judaism and Greek mythology and early Christianity.
I'm trying to tell you, the power of Yeshua, what he was teaching all of mankind, is not what you know. It is a message of love beyond belief. Because essentially the story that you believe in, if you're a Christian, is believe in me so I can save you from myself.
That's a more or less accurate caricature of a good deal of modern Christianity, but certainly not all of it.
What Yeshua was really teaching is you have the power of God within you. You are one with the Creator.
Okay, so this is just promoting your standard social media New Age neo-Gnosticism.
Y'all, I'm asking you one thing. Just do your research. Spend a good 6 months to a year to research all of it.
I would suggest that folks who get on social media to confidently declare that the Catholic Church removed 14 books from the Bible in 1684 have not yet had the pleasure of adequate acquaintance with this little thing we call research.
Where did Yeshua go from age 12 to 30?
He would have been living and working in and around Nazareth. Traditions about him going to Nepal or to India or elsewhere to study different philosophies are 19th and early 20th century literary creations.
Think about this. You won't trust our government now. You won't trust a lot of things, but you'll trust all the governments, all the rulers for the last 100 to 1,000 years?
I gotta be honest, I'm not exactly sure what this is supposed to mean.
Wake up! Stop loving the Bible and start loving God. I recommend you start with the Book of Thomas.
Pretty sure you mean the Gospel of Thomas, a sayings gospel that probably dates to the late 1st, early 2nd century CE. Anyone who would like a good academic introduction to and commentary on the Gospel of Thomas, this is probably your best bet. And for a more informed approach to the history of Gnosticism and how people are living it today, I would recommend this volume by April DeConnick.